What's good, YouTube, man? You already know I had to be back. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm gonna keep uploading daily, and we gonna keep that streak going. Before I get into today's video and like today's topic, what I want to get off my chest and stuff, I just want to say thank y'all to everyone that's watching. All my videos got at least 10 views. One of my videos, my first ever videos, is the one that's the most viewed. It's almost at 30 views. My last video, I had around 9 subscribers. Now I got 14. Whoever watching my videos, shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, I will try to upload daily. That's what I'm trying to do. I really, really got no excuses. I got all the time I need to, grab the camera and talk to, and just talk to the camera for 10, 15 minutes a day. If I don't have the time to do that, then what do I really have the time for? Basically, this is kind of what the video is about. So let's just get into it, man. Today, what I see a lot of people lacking on is getting started today. I had one of my videos talk about, it's only you against you, where, it's only you in your own head, listening to other people's noises and shit, telling yourself that you can't do it. But this video is kind of about that, but it's kind of more in detail to the fact that, taking initiative, just taking the first step. Us, when we want to try something new in life, when we want to do something new in life, most of the times we're scared. Most of the times, either we're scared, second, which is 50 to 80% of the issue, is we're lazy. We feel like we're tired. Another issue is, yes, we're lazy. Either we think we're tired, we're scared, we have fear, or we just think, another day, another day, another day. And that's kind of the problem. Me, when I was thinking about starting this channel, I kept pushing it back another day. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Other day. I'll do it some other time. I'll do it this weekend. I'll do it next week. Okay, you know what? I'll do it really then when I'm done. And then I realized, I'm like, what am I even doing? I'm not doing much. What I'm doing holds a lot of value, but physically, I'm not doing much. Mentally, I'm not doing much. What I am doing is, and all I'm doing is just, I told myself, I just gotta pick up the camera and speak my mind. And I told myself, I gotta be able to do that like right now. So, and that's what I did. As soon as I picked up the camera myself, that's just making the first action, just taking that first step, made me want to keep going. I recorded a video that day. I made 2 videos that day. Next day, I dropped a video. The other day, I dropped a video. I missed a day of upload, but it's cool. I came back, I dropped the video. I dropped another one, and then now I'm here. What I did was basically take initiative. Instead of staying in fear of it might not work out, me telling myself, what are people going to think of me? What are people, people are going to think I'm corny. People are going to think I'm this and that. Well, I blocked out all that noise. One of my other videos talked about what people tell you. This video is a bit about what you tell yourself. You tell yourself, people might laugh at me. People might think this way about me. People might not take me serious no more. People might see me as this type of person. That's the problem. As long as you keep telling yourself those things, you will never be able to take the first step. And in order to take the first step, it takes a very, very tough mentality, because you have to really overcome all those thoughts in your head telling you that you can't do it, or why you shouldn't do it, or why it's not a good idea. This, and the third. So yeah, like, you gotta have a strong mentality. You gotta just block out the noise and be like, you know what, man, people might think of me like that, so what? You gotta tell yourself that as long as you're doing something pure, you're on the internet saying something pure, you're not talking BS, your work or whatever you're trying to pursue is real. It's not scam likely. You're not lying to people. You're getting your money in an honest way. I'm telling you, what people say about you will not be relevant to you and to the people who believe in your work and what they tell you. And your work will speak for itself, to the point where the people who will be hating on you won't even have a voice. Your own fans, your own work will shut them up. What you gotta do is just take the first step, stepping stool, and keep going. Take that first step. Once you take that first step, everything starts moving like a machine. You become really invested in your work, because you start to realize automatically that right now, this hard work is for me. I'm putting this work in right now for myself, and no one but for myself. It's not like when you go to a job where, you're not really, you're working for yourself, but the work you're doing is not really all for yourself. You're working for your boss. You're filling more so your boss's pockets than you are yours. You're only getting a little 0.0 some percentage of the whole pie, which is nothing. Right? You go to work somewhere, the CEO is making like billions a year, while you're making like 20, 30, 40,000 a year. Man, what is that? So that's what I'm saying. When you take that first step of pursuing your own dreams, you automatically keep going, because it clicks in your mind that what am I doing this for myself, for my goals, for my future, and for my pockets, all the way to 100%. Until I get to a certain point, then I gotta start dividing the pie. But that's later. And some people, they don't even take the first step, because they already start thinking about the problems they get that if they start making it. For example, I'm gonna make this much money. Who am I gonna go to? How am I gonna, make it so that in a legal way, I can, pay less taxes. This, and that, and the third. Like, they talk about problems that are so irrelevant at the moment, when their only problem right now is to just get up and go do it. We are lazy as men. We have a lot of things keeping us lazy as men, even as women. Porn keeps us lazy. It keeps us, you keep beating your meat, you're going to have no energy. Laugh all you want, but that is the truth, right? You play video games all the time, you will have no energy. You're staying in front of a screen, raging, getting mad, making a frown on things that don't matter. Obviously, your energy is going to be drained. We have too many things keeping us lazy, like, keeping us distracted, so we just have to stop, just get up and go do it, because let's say I don't do it today, it's going to keep on going the next day, the next day, the next day. And by that, months are passed, weeks are gone, days have flown by, minutes are going away like this, seconds are going by faster than you think. Why do we always say that time flies by so fast? Whenever, like, we think about this, whenever it comes to working for ourselves, coming to do something, we always say, oh, we got a lot of time. But then when we're always having general convos with our friends, we always tell ourselves, man, time flies by so fast. Man, look at this video of us, we were so young. Well, exactly, time flies by fast. I'm 22 now, and it feels like just yesterday I was 18. I don't even feel like I'm 22. I still feel like I have a young dude mindset, and that's okay. We're in a generation where we are held back mentally, and there's a lot of things holding us back. There's a lot of recreational softcore drugs out on the streets holding us back that I cannot get too much into because it's YouTube. Girls are holding us back. And these are just small distractions that I can get into way more. But today's video was really just about, take that first step, because when you do take that first step, you automatically keep going. You don't stop because you know what you're in it for. You're in it for yourself, right? And nobody else, right? Like, I grabbed the camera, I ain't stop, I keep going, and I feel better about myself. That consistency pays off. Because like I said, guys, time's flying by way faster than we think. And, and we really don't have as much time as we think. We are grown. We have responsibilities that we cannot dodge. We got to clean our crib. We got to keep ourselves clean at all times. We got to go to work. We got to go to our jobs that will fund our dreams, that will fund our 5 to 9, which we totally work for ourselves for. We got jobs. Some of us got kids to look after. Some of us got pets to look after. Some of us got, older parents to look after because, they're just at an old age where they can't do everything themselves. So out of a 24-hour day, you really only have like 5 to 10 hours for yourself, really, where you can sit down and say, let's get to work. Let's work on my own stuff. So you be the judge of that, You tell me that, if you really got time or not. Because me, I don't got time. You don't got time. We don't got time. So that's that, man. We don't got time. Get up and go do it today, because time is flying by our eyes more faster than we think, than me and you think, than we all think, man. Hope y'all have a good one, man. Stay blessed, man. Hope y'all have a good day.